What's going on, guys? Blade Shadowthorn here, coming back at you with a Showdown Live. I haven't done a Showdown Live in a long time, so I figured now was the good time to do one. And I was watching a lot of Tom Buss lately, and he does mainly Showdown Live, so I was like, you know, I'm feeling alive. Let's do it. So, playing RU because RU is my new jam. I love RU. RU used to be my favorite tier when I first started competitive, and then I sort of dropped out, and then I got back into it. If you're looking at this RU team, it's very similar to the RU team I use on Wi-Fi, and that's because I love the core of Amoonguss and Gramble. Those two core works really well with each other, and I played a couple games and I won a lot of them. The team works really nicely. There are some notable weaknesses which I will discuss later on, and if they pop up, I'll definitely mention them. But first off, we got a defensive Amoonguss, just bulky overall. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power Fire, those are good coverages, and of course Spore, Black Sludge, Regenerator for extra livability. We have a bulky Gramble that just kills things. Play rough, Thunder Waves things that are too fast. Earthquake to, if I can predict right, on a fire type that wants to come in. And then Heal Well just on the off chance I want to Heal Well something. We have, of course, the Drapion Life Orb, pretty cool, lives some stuff, kills some threats. I have a Citrus Berry, sub, Delphox. I threw on Grass Knot just because Gastrodon is prevalent in the RU tier, and I don't really have a whole lot besides my Amoonguss to deal with a Gastrodon, and a lot of Gastrodon just feel like they can set up all over Delphox, because I don't feel Grass Knot's a common move, but I could not. I haven't played. I've just started playing, getting back into RU, so I don't really know too much. We got a Mega Steelix that just comes in here, takes hits, and then just explodes when it's done. When it's just done, it just explodes. And then we have an Exploud that just kills things. Like, that's all it does. It just comes in here and it just kills threats. So that's pretty much the team. If you're wondering what I am, I'm currently 12 wins, 2 losses. The one loss I had was I let a Tyrantrum set up to +3, +2 speed, and it sort of just swept my team. And the second one was, I think I missed a Stone Edge, and I lost the game because of that. But pretty much only notable weaknesses is I don't have really a lot of stuff to take fire, and if he sets up enough, like if that's weakness policy, Tyrantrum be pretty much guaranteed to sweep my team. Just because nothing on my team's fast. Really, that's the biggest drawback on this team, is nothing on his team's fast and can take a hit from a +3 Tyrantrum, which was like weakness policy Tyrantrum. Never even heard of it, never even thought of it, and I got swept by that. So that's definitely something I'm going to keep in mind. Otherwise, it looks really bulky team. I don't like it at all because of the Titan Growth and Alamomola core. He has that Sigilyph, which is most likely going to be that Psycho Shift set, and Togetic, which is going to be bulky and is also his Defogger, and then I guess a Mega Steelix. I'm seeing a lot of Mega Steelixes. Like when I play RU, I never knew how prevalent it was, and now it's just like everybody has one. So I'm going to lead with my Exploud, and I really feel like Flamethrower is too obvious and he's going to go out into his Alamomola, but at the same time, I feel like Boom Burst was too obvious and he's going to switch out to Steelix, or he just lets his Tangrowth die. Okay, cool story. Cool story indeed. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. I'll take that all. I see no reason not to switch in my Amoonguss on this, because MOC EQs and that does nothing. Or he heavy slams and that does a whole hell of a lot of damage. I can Spore this thing though. Or he outspeeds me. Oh, we speed tie. That's what it was. I can Giga Drain for some extra HP back. And he goes out into Sigilyph. Wait, I was about to Spore this thing twice. I was literally about to Spore something twice. That was really bad for me. He is probably going to Cosmic Power expecting my switch out. Or he just stays in Psychics. Is that Life Orb? That is Life Orb. Okay, cool. Good knowledge to know. Good knowledge to know. Go out into Shadowthorn and I knock off. I mean, it sucks losing my Amoonguss, but at the same time, it's not that bad of a play, because Amoonguss wasn't going to be doing too much to me. You feel me? And what is my max speed right now? I am 280 something. and that means an EQ will knock him out. So I actually feel like going for Ice Fang. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Ice Fang. Ice Fang doesn't kill. Hello? How does Ice Fang not kill? Isn't that 4 times super effective? Isn't Ice super effective against rock? I want to say Ice is super effective against rock. I'm shocked that didn't kill. I'm really shocked that didn't kill. Anyways, I can go out into Delphox and just Side Shock here. So I unnecessarily lost Drapion because I could have EQ'd and that would have killed. Probably. He's going to go out into Alamomola. I can set up a sub on that thing and then Grass Knot and take its item. As he does indeed try to Toxic me. Grass Knot only has 60 base power. That sucks. We'll see how much. I mean, revealing Grass Knot doesn't do anything for me right now. I can set up a sub again though. Getting rid of that thing's leftovers is gonna be extremely nice. So I'm just gonna Side Shock here, take its leftovers. I think I can live a Scald at 75% because I don't think he's gonna be that invested. As it does, yeah, it doesn't do anything to me. And how much did my first Side Shock do? 27%. Grass Knot did 34. I can knock it out with another Grass Knot. Excellent. Fantastic. So that's good. I disabled his 2 cores, which normally Alamomola and Tangrowth together proves an impossible core to beat, and he just forfeits. So that's that. That was actually really easy. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy, to be honest, to beat that core, but I don't think my opponent was that experienced. He didn't play well around my Delphox. He should have been wishing a lot more, but I think he just wanted to kill it, and he didn't expect me to have Grass Knot or me to steal his leftovers, which definitely helped. So we're gonna find another game, and yeah. So I'm gonna pause until we get a game. BRB. And we got ourselves a game. So looking over his team, definitely that Doug Trio is going to be annoying. If that Scarf Magneton, that's going to be annoying as well. Other than that, everything else I can deal with. I am going to expect him to be leading off with that Excelgor I can handle. I'm going to Boom Burst because Boom Burst will OHKO him if he stays in. He doesn't, he goes out into Magneton, which is actually an incredibly risky play, to be completely honest, just because if I was on the off chance, I went for Flamethrower. He outspeeds me. That doesn't tell me anything except that he has Volt Switch, which means he might be Scarfed. Keep that in the back of my mind that he might be Scarfed. As he's going to go out into Scrafty, that thing is going to get almost OHKO'd. I just Boom Burst again, as I was right. I didn't think he was going to be max speed. Something didn't tell me he was going to be max speed. Now he brings in this thing, so I can go out into my Steelix, because Steelix pretty much counters this thing hard. I could... I'm going to EQ. I'm going to EQ as he decides to set up a layer of spikes. That's fine. Another EQ will knock him out. He has no resists to his Earthquake. He does get up 2 layers of spikes, and I do not have any sort of rapid spin capability, but I'm not really too worried about that. He is going to go out into Cofagrigus. I can switch in Loudmouth, my X-Blob, to take the Wisp, and I can Boom Burst here, because Boom Burst will knock out Cofagrigus. Boom Burst will knock out the Magnezone. Boom Burst pretty much knocks out everything except the Doug Trio, because the Doug Trio is most likely sashed. But other than that, this puts me in a very good position. He decides to sack off his Magnezone. That's fine. I still do live with the burn on 1 HP, which means he's forced to go on to Doug Trio right here and knock me out with something. As it turns out, he has Sucker Punch, and he's Life Orb, which is excellent knowledge to know. I could go out into Grambold and double out into Shadow Thorn. Would that be the play to make? Or I could go out into Steelix. Or I could go out into Amoonguss. I'm going to go out into Amoonguss. I'm going to Amoonguss, I'm going to Spore. As he decides to set up Stealth Rocks, that's fine. I can Giga Drain here because I think Amoonguss wins me the game pretty much at this point in time. Or not. That Cofagrigus took that hit a lot better than I thought it was going to. I'm going to Sludge Bomb as he decides to Wisp me. That is fine. Do I get the poison? No, I do not get the poison. Okay, he is going to Shadow Ball me most likely. So I go out into Drapion. As he decides to hex me instead. Oh, so he's a hex set. Alright, that's fair. I can knock off that thing's leftovers as I get a crit and that thing dies. Nice. I get Mummy, which absolutely doesn't matter because I was like Sniper or something like that. Actually, I think Sniper is the reason why that knocked him out with the crit. I can knock off this thing anyways, get a nice chunk of damage off, knock off his Assault Vest. Doesn't matter, he's gonna Scalad me. That is gonna be enough to knock me out, but that's okay because I can bring back an Amoonguss, I can Giga Drain. And that's game. Because even if you have Ice Beam, I live in Ice Beam. Or I should live in Ice Beam. I am burned because you burned me, so I can't get frozen, which is nice. Crit there didn't matter, and he brings in the Sleeping Doug trio, and he forfeits. So that's GG. So looking over this guy has like almost the identical team as me, except he doesn't have a Gramble or a Drapion, but that's kind of cool. Looking at leads, I'm feeling like that Seismic Toad is a good lead, but at the same time he's going to lead off the Delphox, predicting me to lead off my Amoonguss, predicting him to lead off the Seismic Toad. So I want to lead off with my Sceptile, or not my Sceptile, my X-Web, as he decides to lead off with Amoonguss. What do I want to do? I want to double out into my own Amoonguss, but at the same time I feel like that's too obvious of a play. I don't know how much a Boom Burst does, and I'm tempted to find out. I feel like the switch out into Steelix could happen. I don't think he'll go out into his Seismic Toad because Boom Burst does seem obvious. And I know Steelix doesn't take a Boom Burst that well, so I'm going to just click Boom Burst. That doesn't clean 78%, and I go to sleep. Alright, that's fair. I will trade 78% for to burn a couple turns of sleep. That'll be fine by me. He is pretty much forced out into his Steelix as I burn a turn of sleep. And now I can go out. I would go out into Gramble, but no, he's going to Iron Head me, aren't you? Probably going to Iron Head me. You're not going to EQ me. Are you going to EQ me? I am kind of weak to ground. I'm a little weak to ground, so I'm going to go out on my own Steelix. Iron Head maybe? Iron Head maybe? Heavy Slam, yeah. You have no Earthquake immunity though, so I'm Mega Evolve. And he ends up critting me. That crit matter. Oh, I end up critting him though too. That's kind of funny. Nice revenge crits. As he wins both speed ties. Unless he's speed creeping. Which I don't think he is. But losing my Mega Steelix sucks because I lost my only electric immunity to his Jolteon. But I know from prior experience, it's not really a counter to Jolteon because normally they carry Hidden Power Ice, and Power Ice does like 44% to me. So it's not really a counter. But anyways, at this point in time, I can freely EQ. That'll be just to knock out his Steelix. And at this point in time, he's forced to bring out... What? What is his magical counter to my Drapion? He's either going to bring out his X-Blood or his Delphox. He instead brings out Seismic Toad. I'm not sure if I agree with that play. That just gives me a free switch out into Amoonguss. As he's going to get up his rocks. I want a Giga Drain here. I really do, but he's going to go out into his own Amoonguss. So I Hidden Power Fire. And that does absolutely nothing. So I go out into my own Delphox. I think that's a play to make. I should have doubled down with Delphox, to be completely honest. That would have given me the most momentum. That kind of sucks. Because right now he's probably going to double out into his Seismic Toad, but it doesn't matter because I have Grass Knot. That's right, I have Grass Knot. I keep forgetting I have Grass Knot because I'm not used to... I know one of my Delphoxes carries it, but I think that's my Scarf Delphox. And I'm not Scarfed, so... That's that. I always keep forgetting that that's an option that I have. That, hey, I don't need to fear those Seismic Toad Gastrodons anymore because I have Grass Knot, and Grass Knot's pretty much a guaranteed OHKO. But I like how the Showdown, their new mechanic that Showdown did, where it shows the base power of moves. So you don't have to guess on like moves like Grass Knot, Heavy Slam, Stored Power. It just tells you right off the bat, which is very nice. Very nice. I like that a lot. So he's going to go out into Delphox as he Sludge Bombs. And this time he scores a poison because that's just the kind of player he is, apparently. He gets all the good luck and fortune. So I Slash Shock here as he decides to bring out his own Delphox. I steal that thing's Choice Scarf. So now I get to have the option of locking myself into any one move. What move do I want to lock myself into? I guess I'll lock myself into Side Shock. Get more damage off on this Delphox. As he decides to trick me. Oh, he wants to take back his Choice Scarf. That's fine. But doesn't that mean he's locked into Trick? I think that means he's locked into Trick. No, he isn't. He's gonna Side Shock me. I always forgot that. But that just gives me a free switch out into Drapion. And free knockoff on everything. So joke's on him. Joke was on him in the end. Asking for his Scarf back. He should have just Side Shocked to kill me off. But if he hadn't poisoned me, I would be in a much better position. But, you know, whatever. Knockoff. That does nice damage. I am going to Earthquake here, because Earthquake should be enough to finish him off. No, it doesn't. He's going to Synthesis right here. No, he tries to Spore me twice, because he guessed he forgot that my X-Cloud's still asleep. Joke's on him. That gave me a free kill on your Among Us. Thank you very much. If he wants to double out into anything, that gets 2 KO'd by the means of Earthquake plus Knockoff. I outspeed everything. That won't get knocked out by an Earthquake, because Delphox is going to die from an Earthquake, Jolteon's going to die to an Earthquake. The only 2 things that aren't is going to be your X-Blood, which will die to the following knockoff, or your Seismic Toad, which will die to the following knockoff. So, either you sack off your Amoonguss, or something else dies, which I'm perfectly happy with that conundrum, which he decides to sack off his Seismic Toad. Oh, or not. Well, I'm going to knock off anyways. I guess that thing's a lot more bulky than I give it credit for. And he's gonna Earth Power, that's gonna kill me off. I guess I could go out into Gramble and kill it off the Play Rough. But that would give him a free switch out into his Amoonguss. What is asleep on his team? Is anything asleep on his team? Nothing's asleep on his team. I can go for Spore. Actually, no, I'm gonna Giga Drain. I am gonna Giga Drain. Because he can't risk me switching in. He can't risk switching in his Amoonguss at the range of HP that it's at, because it will get 2 KO by Hidden Power Fire. So I feel like he's at a point where he has to predict that I'm gonna go for Hidden Power Fire and he's gonna stay in. I feel like I put him in that position where he's not gonna, like, needlessly sack off his Amoonguss because he wants to save it, because he saved it at 10%, because he obviously feels like it's one of its win conditions, which it is at this point in time. It checks my it counters my Gramble, and asleep it handles my X-Cloud. So this is actually a really long, not really long game, but he's just taking his time, his sweet time. So he actually does double out into his Amoonguss, which is like, why would you do that? Why? You should have been dead. That was a really strange play. I didn't feel like he was gonna do that, but he did. I guess I give my opponent too much credit for, like, I don't know, what's my rank? I am currently 1273, so I guess I am still considered low ladder. 14 wins, 2 losses. Which this might turn out into loss 3 just because of that, but maybe. I have a very good chance of winning this still, because Amoonguss, all I need is the right amount of plays, because once I kill Delphox, Delphox is legitimately the only threat left on his team. Amoonguss is a minor annoyance. He's gonna Hidden Power Fire me, I'm gonna Hidden Power Fire him. That puts him in range of a Sludge Bomb KOing. As I predict the switch out into Delphox. Do I get the poison? I do get the poison. Thank you, holy Lord Jesus, person of interest. I can Spore you because Boom Burst does absolutely no damage because you're Scarfed, right? Right, you have to be Scarfed. Or you're not Specs, at least. You're not Specs, because Specs does a whole lot more, unless he's physically defensive and I'm specially defensive. I don't know. I didn't run Calix. I don't run Calix a lot when I'm when I'm recording, because I feel like that pauses too much, and I don't have one of those fancy dual monitors to run Calix while I stream or record. So I just don't do that as much as I probably should. But I'm cool with that. Your X-Blood's now asleep. Both of our X-Bloods are now asleep, except mine has a chance to wake up a lot sooner than his does. I'm gonna Giga Drain twice as you still stay asleep, which is excellent. Now I'm gonna Spore because you're gonna wake up. Probably, unless he's really unlucky and he gets a third term sleep. It doesn't matter if he does or not because I'm Sporing here. But I do get my prediction correctly. He does wake up, and I get to put you right back to sleep. And I can continually spam Giga Drain as you're gonna go out into your Amoonguss. That's fine. I can now go for the Hidden Power Fire. Your Hidden Power Fire does nothing to me, whether mine does significantly more. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb here, predicting a switch. Doesn't happen. Should be enough to knock him out. No, it doesn't. It leaves him with like 3 HP. How much does a Giga Drain do to you? 5%, so Giga Drain should definitely kill. As I finally win the speed tie for once in my life, because he won the speed tie like every other time, which was super annoying. He's gonna go out into Jolteon. My best play is to sack off Gramble at this point in time because Hidden Power Ice will be enough to knock me out. Or he has Signal Beam. This puts me in an advantageous position because I can now go for a Play Rough. That is gonna knock out your Exploud, and I win the game pretty much. I think. You're gonna go out into Gramble or your Jolteon. Anyways, I'm gonna EQ as you Volt Switch. That does not kill me, and I kill off your Seismic Toad, except not really. Your Seismic Toad is going to outspeed me. Yeah, your actually outspeeds me. That's sad. That is so sad. I go out and do Amoonguss, and I Giga Drain here. I see no reason not to. I sack off Explode here to restore my HP as you forced yourself to lock yourself into Signal. Wow, that was rude. That was, I win anyways. That Signal Beam did absolutely nothing. But that was still really rude of you to do that. That crit could have cost. That crit almost cost me the game. I mean, if he had, he gets a 3-turn sleep. It doesn't matter anyways because even if he woken up, his Signal Beam was doing like no damage to me. That was an intenser. That was more close than I would like to admit. Than I feel comfortable admitting. Partly because of me over predicting, but part of it was the teams were so well built, like not well built, but they were just so close to each other that I had a hard time differentiating between them. I didn't really have a lot of checks for it, but new game, new strategy, new player, new mindset. Probably gonna be leading off with that Flygon to U-turn and or such, so I lead with Steelix. Doesn't look like he has a Mega, which a lot of RU teams do and don't have Megas. I noticed that, but he does lead Flygon, like I predicted. You're gonna U-turn out into what though? What are you going to U-turn out into? I wonder. I could just explode on something. Like whatever he brings in, just explode on it. Which he wouldn't bring in his Registeel. I feel like he's gonna go onto his Alomomola. If I can get damage off an Alomomola, that would be just fantastic. So I'm gonna EQ actually. I don't want to risk it. As he does U-turn. Let's see him U-turn out into the Alomomola, please. And thank you. Predicting me to Iron Head. There's the Alomomola, and that does a clean no damage. That just gives me a free switch out into my Amoonguss, as that gives you a free Ice Beam. Nah, you're gonna Scald me, and that does nothing. And I am going to now double out into Delphox, predicting you to double out into your Amoonguss, or Ice Beam me. I do get the Amoonguss switch in correct, and now I put up a substitute as you double out into your Scrafty, predicting me to Psyshock, right? Right. No, you go out into your Regirock. That's fine. I can just go for 120 base power Grass Knot and just knock you out. That'll work. That'll definitely work out nicely for me, as that does not knock you out. Hello? What is this garbage in life? not knocking you out. That's 120 base power. You should have been knocked out. Actually, you know what? With extra leftovers recovery. That is disgusting. How min damage I'm scoring right now. I'm just gonna grass knot again. I fear nothing. I fear nothing. Oh, leftovers would be nice to have, but there's a better item I'm feeling that I could obtain, which is why I'm not gonna sub down, activate my citrus, and then steal your leftovers. If I could get like a scarf or something, that'd be nice. I'm thinking. I don't know, but again, that Regirock did absolutely nothing to my team, so sacking it off was his best play. And plus it forced me to reveal Grass Knot, so that was good plays for him. I'm gonna set up a sub as you set up a Dragon Dance, possibly? In my face. No, you're just gonna knock off. Delphox would be nice to have, but it's not a necessary requirement to win, I don't think. So I'm going to Fire Blast, that does nothing. I steal your leftovers as you knock off and kill me, that's fine. I go to Gramble, and then I actually wait, that was a really bad play. I need that for the Amoonguss. So I could play rough here, but I won't. I'm gonna double out into my X-Blood, predicting switch out into Amoonguss because play rough will destroy your soul. And I'm sure you don't want your soul destroyed, Gramble, or Scrafty. I'm sure you don't want your soul destroyed. As there is the Amoonguss switch in. Excellent. And I Boom Burst, and there goes 80% of your HP, pretty much. Yeah. It's a 2 KO regardless. I'm fine with you putting me to sleep. There's hurt, 88%, just like I like to see. I burn a turn of sleep, as you can Giga Drain me for about 30%, if that. You could Sludge Bomb me for about 20%, probably. Nah, Giga Drain will probably do like 25, Sludge Bomb will do like 30, Hidden Power Fire will do like 18%, maybe. Or you can just double out into your Hitmontop, that's fine. I burn a turn of sleep, which is fantastic. Which is fantastical. And now I just switch right back on to Gramble. Rocks are annoying. I really should put a spinner on the team, but rocks just aren't that annoying to like, they're annoying to deal with the team, but they're just not annoying enough for me to actually, you know, do anything about it. I'm gonna click play rough just because I feel like I've switched so many times that he's not gonna predict the Amoonguss switch. He actually goes out into Alamomola, that's fine. This just gives me a free switch out into my Amoonguss, which he could predict and go out into nothing. Actually, Amoonguss handles everything on his team pretty nicely. So, like, I see no reason for me, like, the team's really bulky, though. That's what I don't like. With a couple of Intimidate users. So I feel like a Scald's heading my way, as he actually decides to pull a switch out into his own Amoonguss. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I can live with that. Because I can HP Fire. If you want to double out into something, that's fine, as you decide to also... Wait. Did I see that right? Was that Life Orb Amoonguss? What are you doing with your life, sir? Sir, this is a serious question. What are you doing with your life? That does absolutely nothing. Is anything on his team asleep? Flygon, Alamomola. No, nothing on your team's asleep. But again, why risk anything when I have a perfectly good switch into Gramble, as you have rest? Of course you have rest. I click play rough here. Again, I feel like he's gonna predict too much and not go out into Amoonguss. I kind of feel like that Flygon might come in, to be honest. I don't know why I feel like that Flygon's gonna come in, but I feel like that Flygon's gonna come in. It'd be a really odd play, definitely. I guess predicting me to Earthquake. Earthquake predicting that Amoonguss to come in? Or if not, Alamola does seem to be a perfectly appropriate switch because it does nothing. And, oh, it has Shed Skin. Okay, so it's bulky. It's a bulky Scrafty. That's fine. There's the Alamomola, and I am going to go and I feel like he knows the Amoonguss switching, so I'm gonna go X-Cloud instead. regardless, I should be able to take it Scald with like 20%, 20 to 30% max. As that does 18%. Okay, that did way less damage than I thought it was gonna do. Boom burst time. Boom burst time. Da 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 da. And we get to watch something die, or get to a hit, or die, one or the other. If I stay asleep one more turn, that's gonna be unfortunate. But I don't. I wake up. Hurt. That does 64%. Since you are indeed rest, you will not be running max speed, which means I can knock you out unless you're speed creeping, which would be really unfortunate, but I don't think you are. So Scrafty dies unless he's speed creeping, which I will cry, because I kind of need X-Blood, because X-Blood just kind of punches holes through this guy's team. Instead he decides to sack off Amoongus, which is fun. Hurt, nice. And his best bet's probably to bring in Hitmontop, which I will just bring in Gramble for that. He lost his only Gramble counter at this point in time. Well, not really. Alomomola still functions as a Gramble counter, but I have Amoongus for him, so you are indeed going to bring in the Flurgun. The Flurgun. How much does an EQ do? I'm actually gonna run a calc on that. I am wondering how much a Scarfed EQ will do, because I'm reasonably confident that you're Scarf. And I am a Explode. Are you Boom Burst? That is 56 to 67%. So that does have a really good chance of outgoing me. I could go out. I think I'm gonna go out into Steelix, because Steelix is the most expendable mon on my team. As he goes for the predictable Earthquake. I Iron Head here, as he does decide to bring out the Alomomola, which again does nothing for him because I just go out into Amoongus. And Amoongus can actually 1v1 Flygon, since I'm reasonably confident that it's Scarfed. As he decides to Scalad me, he does not score the burn, which is interesting. And I can Spore this thing, because I want to put something to sleep, because he's gonna go into Scrafty. I can Sludge Bomb this thing, because he's gonna stay asleep, hopefully. Well, he has to stay asleep for one turn. And hopefully Shed Skin doesn't activate. And if you can stay asleep for one more turn, Scrafty, that would be fantastic, so I can kill you all. If not, that'll be annoying, as you will wake up and knock off my Black Sludge, or Rest. Probably Rest, actually. So I could double out into X-Blood, but at the same time I need to play more strategically with my X-Blood. You're instead going to double out into Hitmontop. That's fine as well. Hurt. And I score the poison, which is nice. Now I can continually Sludge Bomb everything, which is fantastic. Which is fantastical. You're going to close combat me. That's a critical hit, sir. That is a critical hit. That did absolutely no damage to me whatsoever. That was pitiful damage. The guy says GG in the chat. I'm reasonably confident that I can agree with that. As he ends up critting me twice. Now that is annoying. That is annoying. I mean, I'm reasonably confident this is GG, but he could make a comeback potentially. So, with the Alomomola, not really. What am I kidding about? I have the Amoongus. The Amoongus is the counter, the Countour. You're gonna bring in Flurgun, and I bring back in Steelix just to scout, for scouting purposes. As you Earthquake again. I'm just gonna explode right here because you just Earthquake and kill me off. That's fine. I could bring back an Amoongus and 1v1 this thing. I think. Nah, why risk it? I'll go on to Gramble and click Play Rough. Why risk it? Go on to Gramble, click Play Rough, because Earthquake will be doing like 33%. I think he's going to stay in because I think he's pretty much given up at this point in time. Which I don't know why he would, because Flygon's technically his win condition. If he keeps it around long enough, he can potentially... Like, Flygon's actually kind of a threat to my team, but at the same time not, because I have a Gramble. And an Amoongus. And a Steelix, which all three of them can pretty much successfully 1v1 him. I ended up getting a crit on the Alamomola. Crit does not matter. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make the aggressive play, bring in X-Cloud. And that kills off the Scrafty, which I put to sleep, which opens up for another sleep fodder, which he actually makes an excellent play and doubles back out into the Flygon. I lose X-Cloud because he's going to EQ me here. I can't switch in Gramble on an EQ and expect to live another one. That was a really good play. As he decides to actually just outrage. That made him lose the game, I think. Because now he's forced to stay in an outrage again, unless I miss play rough. In which case, if I miss play rough, then I lose. But I don't hit play rough, that's dead. I need to still keep around Gramble for the Scrafty, which he decides to bring right on in. Thank you very much for that, sir. And I kill off Scrafty. Oh wait, how much is okay. You bring out Alamomola now. I want to Thunder Wave you. Do I want to Thunder Wave you? No, I want to. I'm just gonna get damage off on you. I'm gonna sack off. This, you're gonna burn me? No, you don't burn me. Cool. Cool beans, sir. I can just sack off Gramble, just get damage off on this Alamomola. There's the burn. I knew I couldn't avoid burns forever, but it doesn't matter at this point in time. After this, I can go out into my Drapion, knock off that thing that's leftovers, so I can minimize its recovery, and then just pretty much 1v1 it with Amoonguss, you know, Spore, Giga Drain, that sort of stuff. So it's over. It is of the GG's variety. It'll just take a little longer. But these are actually really long RU games. As there it is. There is the Wish. This guy knows how to stall like a motherfucker with Alamomola. So what's gonna happen at this point in time, I think, is I'm just going to not really pause the recording, but actually, can I pause the recording? Wait, no, I don't want to put this thing. I don't want this thing to. Oh god, Amoonguss just go straight out into Amoonguss as he decides to burn me school. I'm just going to pause the recording until one of us wins. So that's gonna be it. So BRB one moment. Well, I actually just won pretty much. Oh wow, okay, never mind. He's gonna protect. That does nothing, but I pretty much put him to sleep, brought it in, and Giga Drain did a lot more than I thought it was gonna do. It did like 50-some%. So that's gonna be GG. 48 turns long. Pretty close game as well. I actually got a lot of good RU games in here. Once again, I'll check my rank before ending this off. This is a really long live, but I got some really good games in there too. I'm 1303. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.